look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, in my first video I dropped this morning, I talk about trauma bonds, what they are, and how they impact women to the point that they have an inability to be monogamous or inability to actually give themselves fully in a relationship. Now, I'm going to dive deeper into that trauma bond because I want to show you one of the many things that causes a trauma bond in women, which makes it difficult for them to actually be dedicated to you. And that one thing, which is perhaps the cornerstone of trauma bonds, is the fact that women are gullible. So we're going to look at this woman, and I want you to notice her gullibility through this whole story, and we're about to get into it. Hold on one second. Hope y'all doing good out there. Let me put it on your screen. Boom. All right. Let's get it. Because she's going to tell you about a man she had that was living a double life, and she didn't know.
Got caught living a double life with two different women in two different states. Now, mind you, me and the girl, hey baby, me and her cool. I ain't got no problem with her because we both were trading stories. So if you see this, hey baby. Either way, so yeah, we were together in 2020. That's when we got together. Everybody saw it. It was a whole thing. So apparently he met this girl in 2021 at a club, and you know, whatever, they started a thing, and then they had sex. Okay, they had sex or whatever, and so she eventually finds out about me. So she finds out about me, and mind you, I know nothing about her. I know nothing. He's still coming back and forth as if, you know, nothing's changed. It's just me and him. So we went to New Orleans in November of 2022 with my family, and one day we got real drunk when we was down there, and then I come in the bathroom and I hear him on the phone in the middle of the night talking about how he missed her and all this, that, and the third. And so I immediately got mad, like, who the fuck are you talking to? Because that's not your mama. And so he was like, oh, that's my sister, my friend. I met her years ago, you know, way before me and you. It was nothing between me and her. I just have somebody I can confide in.
Bingo, that's one alert of gullibility. You mean you wake up in the middle of the night, you see your husband or your man in the bathroom, and you hear him tell another woman that he misses her and he loves her, and it's not his mother or family member. And then he tells you it's someone that he knew before he met you, and you let that slide. This is a part of gullibility. If that was someone that he met years ago, why is he choosing to do that in the middle of the night when he thought you were asleep, telling her that I miss her, I love her, and all this yada, 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 right? And you get mad, and then you accept that answer. See, gullibility, before she became traumatized and accepted what happened to her, because all trauma bonds is the acceptance of a traumatic event, an event that you personally didn't care for, an event that not only impacted you in a negative way, but it changed you. It changed the way you look at men. It changed your outlook on life, okay? Gullibility is if not the cornerstone or the foundation of a trauma bond. So it's all in your face, and you still choose not to see the red flags. Gentlemen, this is why you have so much trouble with these women, because they are gullible. They are naive. And when they come, see, they think they're smarter when they come out of it, because they like, now I can tell when a man do this. That doesn't mean that you're smarter. It just means that you're injured and you remember the injury. If you have not did the work necessary to get over that pain or that hurt, then you are still traumatized. And going to TikTok is not going to heal the trauma that you have in your heart. She made this video because she's hurt. And she even took the time, and you'll see it in this video. I'll let you see that in a minute. I'm going to, now I said, she took a recording of her conversation with the man just to embarrass him and put it on this video as well. Gullibility is the cornerstone of trauma bonds among women. Like I always say, stop blaming men for your decisions in men. You decided to be with these type of men, okay? Your naivety, your gullibility, and your borderline, or should I say stupidity, is what got you most time in situations that you'd rather not be in. Sounds harsh, but it's the truth. You have to learn from your mistakes. You don't have a mistake and don't learn from it. Because what she's going to do, she realized she made a bad judgment call. She knows she made a bad mistake, but she's not healed from it. If she was healed from it, she would not be talking about it like this. Now, let's keep going.
And I was like, okay, because I got brothers that I can confide in or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So then he introduces us together. Y'all had us on the motherfucking phone talking and everything. And she finds out about me. Mind you, she finds out about me, and he told her they had a whole agreement that, look, we just gonna be friends. What we did was a, one-time thing, blah, blah, blah. Had it making it seem like, it was just that. That was it. So, me and her cool. We on the phone, hey, whatever. And so a year later, November, again, of 2023, I'm laying on him, and he looks at his phone. And so I look at his phone and I see her text him and said, hey, I made it home, baby cakes. So I was like, why the fuck is she calling you baby cakes if y'all are friends? My brothers and sisters, whatever, they don't call me no shit like that, bro. What the fuck? And so he was like, oh, it's just a pet name. I said, well, I don't like that. And then he ended up confessing that he did have sex with her. But it was like years before. And I said, so you lied to me a whole year and had me and this girl in each other's faces. And you lied to me for a whole year knowing that you had sex with her. Wow, a while back. And he was like, yeah. So I broke up with him then. But then we ended up getting right back together, bro.
Gullibility. Proved to you already he lied about it. He been sleeping with her. You catch him with the woman saying baby cakes. All you're going to do, women like that, they'll get mad. They have a hissy fit. And then they might break up, but they come right back to you like that because they too emotionally attached to that man. You get what I'm saying? Gullibility. Gullible. And you're still believing everything that someone tells you. This is why, gentlemen, when you get a woman and you're a truthful man, you're a good man, a very truthful man, and you tell her the truth, she will always think that you're lying. She will always accuse you of doing stuff that you're not doing. She's always going to be thinking that she should doubt you. A lot of women get into relationships with their guards up, with their swords out and their shields up and stuff, preparing for the worst. They don't enter into relationships with faith. They don't enter into relationships thinking that this one may be the right relationship. They always come in with their guards up, with their fists balled, and this is why you have so much friction nowadays in relationship with our women.
And so we got right back together, and then he ends up I told him it was either me or her. So he needed to stop talking to her. So he ends up texting her and telling her, hey, I'm going to keep my relationship a dream. She told me I can't talk to you, boom, whatever. So, of course, I'm like, okay, great. She's gone. I ain't got to worry about her. But apparently, guys, that was a lie. He texted some other friend and changed the name in the phone and screenshotted it and sent it to me and making it seem like she went off on him and just completely blocked him. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why would a friend block you like that if, y'all didn't have nothing going on, right? So I'm just like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. I ain't think nothing of it no more. I just said, we're good. So now fast forward to November of 2024, and she messages me on Snapchat because his dumb ass made a mistake and put us in a group chat together and didn't know because he was texting both of us at the same fucking time. And so she remembered and I remembered, but she messaged me and was like, hey, I think it's time that we talk about Julius. And I thought she was coming at me on some, me and him are friends and you need to understand that I don't have anything with him. No, baby, she was coming with receipts. She was coming with, me and him have been together this whole time. He's been coming and staying at my house when he says he's at his best friend's house. And I was like, girl, whatever, I don't believe that. She starts sending pictures. He was down there this past weekend, y'all, at this trail ride, and they took a picture together fucking kissing at her house, and she took multiple pictures. So I asked him about it. I said, bro, I'm about to fucking what the fuck is this? And he was like, oh, that's an old picture, that's not even recent. I was like, so you've been cutting your hair like this back then? Because when I met you had a buzz cut, so that's crazy. And then I'm looking at her and I'm like, she had a kid, and like she was tiny. She's not like she didn't get big or nothing, but you can tell a woman that's had a baby, and like she had a baby and she developed her woman body, if that makes sense. And
Gullibility. She doesn't realize that this woman told her these things because she wants them to break up. Boom. All right. This woman has a child. The other woman has a child. He comes over there, probably buys stuff for the child and her, and she sees her man as a good prospect. So she wants them to break up so she can take your man. That's why she sent you all the information that she knew that you would want to hear or see, because you know if you've seen this stuff, you'll want to break up with them permanently, indefinitely. When this happens all the time, but a lot of women are naive to it. When they do stuff like that right there, they done did a checkmate. They know about you. She's a fool if she believes that the other woman never knew about her. She's a damn fool. That other woman did know about her. Now it's time to get her and him broken up so that the other woman can move in, to move him into her house or to move into a relationship. Gullibility.
And so I can tell that, and then she had twists. And I'm like, bro, I'm looking at her pages, and I'm like, this is the same dress that she had on that she sent me. You're in the same fucking picture, in the same fucking hallway, and he's over here denying, y'all. I'm talking about would not let the fuck up. So then I said, if I find out this shit is the fucking truth, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for you.
The proof is right there, and you're still in denial to an extent. If I find out that is the truth is right there. You already had the answers. You talked about the haircut. You talked about how she looked, how he looked, the time. She is still being gullible. Still being gullible. The cornerstone of a trauma bond. So then,
she ends up, we going back and forth, but I told him, you know what, maybe she just bitter. You know what I'm saying? Now I said all this before I got all like the other pictures, but I was like, maybe she just bitter. So I'm gonna just cuss her out. But in my mind, I know I'm gonna cuss her out, let her cuss me out, let him think that I'm mad at her, and he's like nothing, I'm not suspicious at all, right? So I get off the phone with him because he's in the background, and she's like, not him in the background trying to defend himself. And so I immediately messaged her back, said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss you out. I only did that so he would think that I was mad at you and that I was on his side.
Gullibility. All you did when you told her that you wasn't really mad at her and you just cussing you out because I wanted him to think that I'm mad at you. All you did was give her the confirmation that she needed to know that what she's plotting on doing is working. You're telling her that the plan is working. Gullibility, the cornerstone of trauma bonds.
But we need to get to the bottom of this shit. And so me and her both just going back and forth, trading stories, filling in blanks. She telling me how he told her me and him not even together no more. I'm an ex. When he comes down here, he only comes down here to work, and he stays with his friend's house. His friend that he was bringing to my house to help him build patrol cars, that motherfucker knew, and he was going to her house too. His mama knew, his daddy knew, everybody knew that he had 2 motherfucking girlfriends. And when I asked him, why would you do this? What was I not giving you? He gonna sit in my face and tell me, well, she was allowing me to be a dad because she already has a daughter. And
she didn't catch that. She didn't catch it. That man was being a beta male provider to that woman. He's a truck driver or whatever he is. He can go here to there with money. And she's trying to break them up. And she did. She did. But she's too gullible to realize what's going on.
He gonna sit in my face and tell me, well, she was allowing me to be a dad because she already has a daughter. And because she liked to take trips. Oh, mind you, speaking of trips, her birthday trip in June of 2024, he was there. He went and told me that was a guy's trip that he was taking to Vegas or whatever. And in reality, they were going up there together. That same weekend, this motherfucker had the nerve to come and bring pizza and feed all my coworkers and then go right down there and be laid up with her. And it's still lying. That's the crazy thing. It's still lying. So me and her basically have been filling in the blanks, man, of everything that did not make sense. This motherfucker is on her vlog over here, on her birthday trip, Mother's Day, any of the little trail riding things. He's been in this trail riding group because of her. He told me he joined it because of, some guys, some gangs, but he's literally been perpetrating this shit this whole motherfucking time, y'all. He's been having me believe that I was valued and I was appreciated and I was the only one for him, bro. He literally had me motherfucking fooled this whole time. And then he kept wanting to be like, he kept making me feel like I was the one that would cheat, or I was the one that would keep some from him. You know, all that guilty shit, all that I'm doing this, so let me make sure you're not doing the same thing. This motherfucker came and put cameras around my house, put cameras around her house, was tracking both of our locations, like all this crazy ass bullshit.
If you're gonna play the game, you ain't gotta do all that, dog. I'm letting you know right now. You ain't gotta do that I spy stuff, man. You live in a time right now, you could tell a woman, look, I want more than one woman. And she would either say yes or no. Some women like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to lie, it gets you nowhere. I'd rather just tell a woman the truth and say, look, I want more than one woman. If we get in a relationship, there gonna be other women. And if she want to be down with that, she down with it. If she don't, she don't. Stop. Don't ever stop being your authentic self. If you want monogamous relationships, then go look for that. If you know you're the kind of person that like to have a variety of women, do that.
Just to keep up 2 different relationships. 2 different, and never thought that this shit was gonna get out. Talking about I just didn't know how to leave. I didn't know what to do, which is straight bullshit, because I have broken up with him and told him he can get the fuck out and he can go, and so has she. She pushed when she found out that I was around. She was like, you need to go be with Dream. Like, if that's who you want to be with, we be friends. You could just be with Dream.
That woman a fool, man. I'm telling you. You think she threw with that man after he come down there on trail ride and go down on trips and shit, going to other countries and stuff, buying stuff for the kids? Do you really think she threw with him? She knew about you, and she ain't paying attention to what she's saying, because she's telling you that she did actually know about you. When she say she didn't, but she giving you all these details, and then she tell you, oh, when I found out about you, I told him to be with you. This woman is gullible. I mean, gullible, bro.
And that's when me and her was like, oh, hey, whatever. But then he went to her and lied and told her that me and him broke up and we weren't together. And like I said, for the ones that say, oh, no, I don't think Julius would do this, here is the recording.
You knew this. When getting in this relationship with me, how cold-hearted I can get when I'm hurt, when I'm betrayed, when I'm lied to.
I didn't mean to betray you or hurt you. That wasn't my intention.
So what do you call cheating for 3 years?
Wasn't my intention, Jerry.
So what was it, Julius?
That wasn't my intention.
When did it start?
When did everything start?
Yeah.
April 8th, 2021.
And when did you meet her?
April 8th, 2021.
How'd you meet her?
Creekside. She walked past me and looked me up and down.
And you start flirting with her, start talking to her,
Started a conversation.
and it just went from there.
It did. It's supposed to be just conversation. Took it and fucking ran with it. And didn't stop.
So when did you actually tell her about me?
She found out on her own.
That mean you were dating?
She found out on TikTok.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't tell no woman shit. If you catch me, if I do something, you catch me, I know it's over with, I ain't finna waste my time explaining all that to you. I'm gonna let your mind wander, Jack. I'm gonna move on to the next one. You dig what I'm saying, Kaz? Because I'm not gonna do that, man. Not doing that, man. She found out about it, so that's, again, more proof that she found out about you. She knew about you. She knew about you. She told you she didn't, but that's even more proof that she knew about you. She trying to break y'all up so she can get your man. But, hey, I don't know anything. I'm just a guy on YouTube, right? Anyway, y'all take it easy. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be easy now, you hear?